Hello, hi everyone. Good morning everyone. So welcome to my channel EDHAKAR'S Educational Academy. So now we are going to discuss about what is Archimedes Principal. So Archimedes is one of the famous scientists. He explained about the purity of the gold, how we measure the weight of the gold. So he is once worked under the king. So one day one crone is came. So after king asked to the Archimedes, gold is pure or not pure. So further number of experiments he did after. Finally he concluded one experiment. So that is all the Archimedes principle. So that principle now we are discussing about that. Suppose when we take any object, when we place the object on the surface of the water, it will float. So because of one force is acting upward on the, that force only called buoyant force. The force which is acting on the object upward direction, that is called buoyant force. So what weight is acting, weight acting vertically downward. Suppose if you take a tub, this a tub we take. So in this we take the water in this. So suppose we take the some amount of water in this. So we place the any object on the surface of the water, wooden block we are doing. So vertically downward, gravitational force mg vertically downward acting. And so one force is acting upward by the liquid. The force which is acting upward on the object, that force only called buoyant force. That force only called buoyant force. The force which is acting, buoyant force, vertically downward of gravitational force acting. Both are balanced. That's why the object is floating on the surface of the water or liquid, any liquid. So based on that, Archimedes he explained this is spring balance. So here readings is there. Here readings, so up to 100 readings we are taking, 100 grams, so 150 grams we are measuring. So we measure the weight of the body with the help of the spring balance. So first we measure the weight of the body in air. So any object we are hanging at this position, here we show see the reading of this needle where it is stopping, that is the weight of the object. First we measure the weight of the object in air. After same object when we immerse in liquid, immerse in this liquid, so here we can observe here when we immerse along with spring balance, when we immerse here, some water is displaced outside. When we immerse the object, so after we observe the weight of the object, it is appearing apparent weight is less comparing with real weight. First we measure that is the real weight. After immersing we measure the weight is some weight is lost. So when the object is immersed in liquid, some weight is lost. So loss of weight of the body, how much water is displaced outside, we collect the water into the another beaker. After we measure the weight of the liquid displaced, some water is displaced outside. When we immerse the object in liquid, some water is displaced outside, we collect the water into the other beaker. This is the displaced water. We measure the weight of the displaced water weight. So this displaced water weight equal to the loss of weight of the body. According to the Archimedes principle, loss of Archimedes. What is Archimedes principle means? This here loss of weight of the body equal to the displaced water weight. So Archimedes loss of weight of the body. So loss of weight of the body. Loss of weight of the body equal to the displaced water weight. So loss of weight of the body equal to weight. This is only Archimedes principle. So loss of weight of the body equal to the loss of weight of the body. Loss of weight of the body equal to the displaced water weight. So these are Archimedes principle. When the object immersed in water, in some water immersing after, it lost some weight. So how because of buoyant force, why the object lost the weight means one force is acting upward. The force which is acting on the object, that is only buoyant force. So vertically downward gravitational force acting, these both forces are. So because of that reason, the object is floating on water surface of the object. Again, when we immerse the object water inside, so object some water is displaced outside. So we collect the displaced water. These are overflow jar. So when we immerse the object inside of the water, it is flow. Some water is displaced also. Either after we measure that weight equal to weight. Suppose in a weight of the body in a weight of the 250 grams we are taking. So we measure the weight of the body in a. Suppose here we are taking 250 grams. So after same body, it is a spring balance. So the same body we immerse in water inside. So some weight is lost. So how much weight is lost here? 8 grams, 200 grams. So loss of weight, how much? Loss of weight. So loss of weight of the W, loss of weight equal to weight. Loss of weight. Loss of 50 grams, so it is lost the weight when the object immersed inside. Some water is displaced outside, no? So that weight and loss of weight both equal. That is only Archimedes principle. So now we will discuss this principle with the help of the activity. Let us now we discuss with the help of the activity. This is the now. Already we discussed about that what is Archimedes different operators. What are the materials required for this activity? We do this activity. These are overflow jar. Here small tube is there. So when we immerse the object, the water is flows outside. Here this the beaker is required. We collect the displaced water weight in this. So this is the weight. We measure the liquid weight. We measure the displaced water weight with the help of the weighing machine. Okay, next we know these are also beaker. We take the water into the beaker. So these are the material required. Again, these are spring balance. Spring balance. So what is the use of the spring balance? We measure the weight of the body. This is the spring balance. A rubber carbon object we are taking. So this object tied with the help of the thread tied to the spring balance. Now tied to the spring balance. We measure the weight of the body in a. Now we measure the weight of the body in a. What is reading now? Here now reading is it is it shows the reading. Now note down the reading of this weight of the body in a. So you keep it after. So after we take the water in a overflow jar. These are overflow jar. That is we take the water into the overflow jar. So these are overflow jar. Up to we are taking. So these are overflow jar we are taking. These are overflow jar. So we take the water up to top of the side. Top of the we take the these are overflow jar. We take the water up to here tube near to the tube. This is a overflow jar. Now let us first we measure the weight of the body. So W is equal to how much we got? W is equal to 50 grams. We got weight of the rubber cast along with spring balance. So this is the beaker. So we place the beaker near to the overflow jar. So what purpose we are using means to collect the water, displaced water. To collect the displaced water into the beaker, small beaker. So now with the help of the along with spring balance, so we immerse the object inside, displaced outside. So how much water is we collect? So now weight of the, so now let us observe the weight of the object. So now observe weight of the object is only, it shows the reading, how much reading it shows? Only 30. It shows the reading now 30 degrees. 30 grams. Now reading is 30 grams. Now take out the object from the water. Take out the object from the water. So what are the water we collected into the beaker? So now this is the collected water in beaker. So now we measure the weight. So we measure the weight along with the beaker. We measure the weight of the liquid. So now when I measure this, how much? These are only 10 grams. We got the water is before 40 grams. We got the weight of the liquid is 40 grams. Before how much? These are before weight of when we immerse the object in liquid. So weight of the object in liquid only 30 grams. So this displaced water weight when we calculate, we got so weight of the liquid minus weight of the object in air minus weight of the object in liquid. So we got how much? So 50 minus 30. So we got grams. These are we collect the water displaced water weight in this beaker. This displaced water weight we got 20 grams. Then Archimedes principle correct according to the Archimedes principle. Starting it object it shows the reading 50 grams in air. After immersing the object it shows 30 grams. Weight is lost. When the object immerses inside, weight is lost. That is water weight. How much weight is lost? 20 grams weight is lost. Displaced water weight. So how much weight is lost here? 20 grams. We collect the displaced water into this beaker. So after we measure the displaced water weight, so also we get the 20 grams. According to the Archimedes principle, loss of weight of the body equal to the displaced principle. This is the we find the purity of the gold. Archimedes so this principle. So everyone like, share and subscribe. Please everyone subscribe that my channel. Thank you for everyone.